All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Mob Psycho 100, Season 3, Episode 12. There is an imposter among us. And it's Mob. Mob's the imposter.
Yeah.
Always has been.
Always has been. You're not me.
Yeah.
But wait, you are.
Yeah. Wait,
this is the
hang
series
on.
finale.
The shadow is
Mob
having
Psycho.
the shadow problem. Or the shadow is denying itself. Wait. We've been the shadow this whole time.
No, the shadow is saying you need to basically let me, take a hold from here. You've been in denial this whole time. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
The shadow's not in denial. The shadow's just saying, no, you created yourself there in order to supplant me so that you wouldn't have to deal with who you really are.
And so now
Mob
better
has
face
to
yourself.
go. Mob Psycho.
Yeah.
We have to say goodbye.
Yeah.
Which is very meta and funny and also sad because holy shit, they're actually ending this show.
Yep.
It feels like in some ways there were two shows. One Punch Man and Mob Psycho 100.
I mean, yes.
One of these shows just decided to go into insanity land, and just kept going.
Right.
And I've heard crazy things about where One Punch Man is right now. And they both started off wonderfully, but Mob Psycho has continually increased, like season by season by season.
From 0 to 100?
Yeah. And now we're actually saying goodbye.
No, we're not. No, we're not.
Not right now, at least.
That's not happening.
But, yeah, we will be soon. So, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this.
All right.
Well, devastation in our nation.
Yep. But we got an umbrella, so it's going to be fine.
Oh.
And,
Whoa.
I love little bits. Yeah. Oh.
Oh, nice. Okay.
This girl is braving a tornado so that you can confess.
I'm getting scared.
No, we've got to keep going.
Oh, shit.
All right, and got to go fast then.
Holy shit.
But it's a fucking tornado. Holy shit.
Oh. All right. Yeah, let's go back to the inner world. Wow.
Are you going to be vulnerable with her? That's when it started? Oh, shit.
Wow.
So it wasn't actually because of the accident. Oh. Wait. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, that's right.
It was me. Yeah. Oh! Yeah.
That's true.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is not all there is between you two.
Yeah, exactly.
But you are right about that, yeah. Oh shit.
Oh, fuck.
Oh shit. Oh no. No.
戻ってこい。これがお前の抱えていたものなのか。それを俺は知らなかった。
Oh.
知らなかったんだ。
Whoa.
モブ。話があるんだ。
We're going full Akira here.
Oh shit.
All right, grab onto some debris or something. Okay. Oh my god. I was saying how much the animators love Ray, and it's like, well,
the fact that he's still alive
yeah, he's
somehow.
still trying to talk with you. Yeah. Wait. He should be dead. Are you protecting him, Mob?
Maybe.
Or Kageyama? Oh!
Wait! You're
Not special, maybe you can be what you want to be. Yeah!
What?
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 Ah! Ah! Oh, my heart! Let's go! 15, 17, 19, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Ah! Oh my god!
Keeping that running for him.
Yeah. Salty splash. Mom.
What do you want? Mom.
What do you want? Oh my god. My heart.
And not even turning.
Couldn't even reach him. Okay, he did.
話を聞け
Wow. Okay. Well, he's just unconscious. We've got to get to the actual like meat of this, focusing on Mob and Tsubame. Oh my god.
How?
Legend. Oh my god.
まさかこの人にこんな力が 元気そうじゃねえか久しぶり
Wait, what? What? No! No! No way! What? Oh!
様を待ち続けたおかげでなんとか消滅せずに済んだみてえだ
Oh!
力の渦に引き寄せられてまた戻ってこれた
Alright, sure. Whatever, yeah.
エクボ助けてくれたところ
Ah!
席を外してくれないか
Yeah. Give me some space so it's just
we
us
gotta talk,
talking.
just the
Yeah.
two of us.
Yeah.
分かったよ喧嘩すんじゃねえぞ俺にはな霊能力も超能力も持ってないんだよ
Just like that?
Just like that.
最初から嘘だったんだ ちょっと失礼
Dimple's like, okay, I'll
Yeah.
give you some space now. Yeah.
お前にもな初めてお前が事務所に来た日俺は嘘をついたお前は俺を簡単に信じただからあの日から今日までずっと利用し続けてきたんだこれが
Me.
俺の
And me, yeah.
今まで支障ずらしてすまなかったお前だけが特別なわけじゃない二面性なんて誰にでも
Yeah.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Everybody.
俺は隠してる本当の姿が大嫌いなんだが俺には嘘があったからお前と知り合えたわけだしお前は
Yeah.
そのままでいいもう俺がいなくても大丈夫だ大丈夫そろそろ受け入れてやれ
Accept yourself already. Yeah. Oh my god, we're getting all the music callbacks here. Just like everyone else did.
それでいいの本当に待って振られちゃったらどうなる僕は 大丈夫だよ
Yes!
Let's go.
Alright, we're ready! Kageyama Shigeo, 100%. Yeah. Whoa.
And the flowers go away down to just the one.
Just the one.
そもそも本当に待ってんのかつぼみちゃん
Well,
それを見るのは
Yeah.
yeah.
だけでいい
Oh, our boy's grown up so much. Reagan, I'm so proud of you.
戻ってきたぞ
Oh, nice. We don't even get to, we don't even get to see. Yeah. No.
But she was there.
振られた
Yeah.
本当待ってたのかよ
Oh. Yeah.
そうか
Give me a hug, buddy.
まあそういう時もあるってうんそうだよ
Ah,
ただけマシじゃねえ
Yeah. Through a fucking tornado.
yeah. Oh my gosh.
影山先輩
Senpai.
Oh! Yeah!
泣きますかね UFO 間違いない
They want me back.
来るよ
On, fight! On, fight! On!
Fight.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh! Everybody's in there! Yeah!
Oh, they got a lot of new members.
もう半年が経ったね
Yeah, because these are all first years.
来るようになった
Or a lot of them.
去年はすぐ貧血になってたんだ
Yeah! And Kageyama's like sharing his story with them.
Yep.
副会長
Because the third year's moved on.
Yeah.
They're no longer here. Yeah.
前任の先輩たちがよく
Oh, Ritsu looks a little bit more mature and older. Wow.
武蔵先輩たちとトレーニング合宿行くんだ
Oh.
そうだ弟くん
あ
なかなか見込みの
Oh.
いや僕は副会長の仕事がかなり大変だから
Mr. Universe is in the waiting. Yes. Or in the making. Okay.
気をつけて
Without his
Yeah.
powers? Yeah. Damn.
いや影山兄弟
Hey. Hey.
Hey, and he actually has good hair.
Yeah.
うん一緒に行こうよまたあの T シャツ
No, he's learned. He's learned.
今度こそ止めないと
Oh my gosh.
リツも行きたいのハゲモンの新作お邪魔しますあ来た
3人とも
Oh.
That's
this is
great.
perfect.
でどうなの最近彼女さんとは
Wait, what?
彼
What?
女じゃないですよ
Oh.
振られたんだからたまに電話してるみたいです
Uh-huh. Yeah. Right, there you go.
Right.
They're staying in touch.
They were able to reclaim the friendship. Yeah.
Exactly. Oh! Oh!
呼んだんだ
Hey!
俺も知り合い呼んじゃったけど
The
Okay.
hopefuls. Oh, my man. We're getting everybody here.
Yep.
来た来た
Reagan?
倉田部長もうすぐ来ちゃいます
Reagan?
オーケー
Yeah!
みんな隠れて
除霊しろってしつこいから適当に塩撒いてきて
お前がやってんのいつもそんなん
Oh, is it a surprise birthday
I
party?
think so.
Yeah, because of second season!
Yeah.
With his birthday when there's no one there! Oh my god, yes! Yes! Yeah! Yes! Yes! Oh! Oh! His heart just like,
Grew 10 sizes.
yeah, exactly. Oh,
Uh-huh.
お前目
he's gonna cry.
Uh-huh. Yeah, Dimple was the decoy, keeping him away so they could get it all set
Well
up.
done.
秘書でしょ
No! Psychic powers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
who
'cause
knows?
who knows? Yeah.
Wait, Dimple can eat?
Dimple can eat? Wait.
Wait. And I
Oh.
don't think we've ever seen Mob laugh, have we?
Well, not like that. No.
Not like that.
No. Wow. Oh. Oh, I feel so just satisfied and happy and warm.
That was perfect.
That was perfect.
That was everything I could have hoped for.
It was perfect.
Yep.
Down to the last minute detail.
Yep.
All right, it's over.
Okay.
It's over.
Hey.
We got so much time focused on Mob and Reagan. I'm so happy they did everything perfectly.
That was a gift.
I really liked the choice to not show the Tsubomi and Mob interaction,
And it didn't take a long time either.
It didn't take much time.
Nope.
We had a lot of stuff to get to, and it's nice and simple.
Yeah.
She rejected me.
Right. And it wasn't a big conversation. She knew exactly what she was going to say. She said it. She was very respectful about it. She did the full 90-degree angle bow and everything. And then that was that. Right?
She didn't get to see you in that way. But you guys are keeping in touch because you've shown, that you're 100% Kageyama now.
Right.
You are no longer living a percentage of your life. You are now living as you. You are able to release your emotions freely and in a wide variety here. You can be sad. You can be upset.
Happy.
You can be happy. You can be chaotically joyful.
Right.
You're free.
Yeah.
And the reveal of, no, it wasn't when he hurt somebody using his powers that was what made him stop this. It was when she rejected you.
Right.
When she stopped showing interest basically in
your
his
powers. Right. And then it's get a clue. Oh, okay. My powers aren't anything special, aren't anything cool.
So I'm not anything special.
Right, exactly. And so then there's that separation of which allowed for some good things to happen.
Yes.
Of hey, work on yourself. You're not your powers. That's just a part of you. So work on you separate from that.
Right.
Great.
So this whole show was him working on a part of him so that he could go back to accepting himself in the same childlike, just simplicity that life, brought before you experience the pain of rejection and disassociation. So,
and once that was all dealt with and stuff, the friendship was able to be reclaimed easily because she doesn't treat you any different, right? So, there you go. There you go.
There you go. I loved the subtle thing of where she's like, I gotta go. That is a tornado. And then it's like,
right.
Well, he did seem very distraught. I almost wish they had done a thing because by not doing it this way, I think they're pointing at something different. But the idea of her being like, well, he could show up here and that'd be dangerous, Like, I don't know where he is,
Sure.
But the idea of her waiting here with the tornado literally coming for her, it's almost like she's going like, well, if it kills me, it kills me. And I'm like, yeah,
but at the same time, okay, Mob's not gonna be okay, he's late, but he's not just gonna not show up. I know him well enough.
The implied thing in this is that she knows Mob has psychic powers.
Right. Yep.
So she knows from that respect that, he's actually completely capable of showing up here in the middle of a tornado. But specifically, there's this other thing that's not really being hinted at, but it could be, is that, do I know for sure, why this tornado is here?
Right. Would she put two and two together that, I know that an emotionally distraught psychic boy is going to be coming here pretty soon. And, hey, there's a tornado coming here. That doesn't seem natural.
Right, but do you think she ever figured out back then when the accident happened that Mob was the one that might have done that? Do you think rumors would have been spread around and she would have heard that Mob's psychic powers are potentially dangerous?
Possibly, but I feel like there wasn't anything. I feel like there wasn't anything really established about rumors about Mob's psychic powers.
Okay. Yeah. Because the world doesn't really seem to focus on that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. But
okay.
But one thing that I did want to bring up that I thought was really cool during the episode, and maybe this is just a thing where they would have to do it like this in some fashion, but when she's thinking about how he was on the phone,
Yeah.
we actually see Mob, and we're like we see how Mob was when he was on the phone. We saw him on the phone, right? She didn't actually see him on the phone,
But she could hear it in his voice.
But she could hear it in his voice, and it was basically like she could see him. She knew exactly what was going on and what the situation.
I mean,
was,
that's
right?
I'd say that's more of an audience thing than it is for that she knows exactly what.
Well, of course, she doesn't know everything, but the idea that even if her and Mob haven't interacted much since they were kids, right? Even if it was just over the phone and such, she still had a very good understanding of the situation and what it was, that he was distraught, all of that stuff.
But it didn't change her opinion or anything. She was still going to reject him.
Oh no, totally. No, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But that's something that I thought was cool, because it goes to show that it's still something where there was even if the connection was not something that was presently being like strengthened or like the connection was kind of it kind of disappeared, but it wasn't gone essentially, right? Like she, it's the yes, that's Mob, right?
I mean, sure, but also it's she's got the ability to hear the emotion in his voice. She's
yes, totally,
yeah.
But
I like that wasn't the focus of the episode. The episode was focused on Reagan getting to Mob and telling him, "Hey, I've been lying to you this whole time." And it's the kind of thing where we know what Mob kind of knows, that that you're a fraud, that you've been doing all this stuff and things like that. But the fact that Reagan came up to him and almost had it like a declaration of love, like a confession of like, "Hey,
I haven't been honest with you.
I haven't been honest with you. I've been hiding a part of myself as well."
Yeah.
And how important it was to Reagan that he said that, not just because of the content, meaning that Mob probably knew 98% of what Reagan was saying, basically, from previous stuff, especially the interaction in the middle of season 2. But specifically the point at which he shows that he's capable of sharing this other side of himself, and how important it is that he knows that Mob sees him doing this because he can see and understand what Mob is going through.
And so he takes the first step. He continues to be a good master, and basically is the example of what might help Mob here.
Right.
Yeah.
And just accept yourself already. I love Reagan so much as a character. He is probably one of the best things about not only just this show, but just as far as what would that trope be? Like the sensei that's like the master that's like kind of scummy and kind of like
scummy, rough around the edges, actually a fool.
The foolish master. Exactly.
Yeah.
That would be kind of close to what it is. And he is like one of my favorite, if not one, like my favorite example of that.
Oh yeah, I
like there are very, very few characters that exemplify that so well.
Yeah, I can't think of any off the top of my head that I would put as even being true competition for Reagan. And just as far as like mentor figures in general, he is right there at the top with
the greats,
the goats. Yeah.
Mentors are everywhere in fiction and stuff like that, but it's rare that you see the mentor that is themselves kind of a fake, someone that doesn't necessarily have everything figured out, that is kind of talking out of their ass half the time, that is primarily a bit of a amoral person when it comes to the things at which they do and live their life. So Reagan being this person here who struggles to just reach him, just be able to speak with him. I was in love with that whole scene and sequence.
A mentor with an arc, right? Like even with some of my personal favorite mentor figures in fiction,
well said.
Oftentimes it's that they already have everything figured out, right? Yep. So that's the point, right? So now they teach the people that don't know.
Yeah,
exactly. But in this case with Reagan, he does have a lot of stuff figured out, but he has very much had to grow. And so having the way that he reaches Mob be through, his own growth, wonderful.
Wonderful.
Like, what more could we wish for, right? Like, we know that Reagan is going to be the way to, to reach Mob here, right?
Yeah.
He's going to help fix this. He's going to be able to talk to him and stuff because they have a connection that is a very deep connection.
Yeah. Everyone's giving their little bit of progress in helping Mob reach this point, but Reagan was the final, like...
The one to end it all will be Salt Splash, right?
Yes, exactly.
That's
fucking Dimple showing up just to make the mechanics of this somewhat plausible.
Right. How does Reagan survive in a tornado? Yes, he was exercising in secret, right? I think that's awesome because he was inspired by Mob even back then. He wouldn't let it be known. I'm the master. I have everything figured out. Oh shit, that little kid's doing like squats and runs and shit. All right, okay.
I'm gonna do it too.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it too.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, it's a tornado. Mob's, a very powerful psychic and stuff.
Yeah.
Body Improvement Club couldn't do shit. You won't be able to either. But then, hey, Dimple shows up. Yeah. But this was like the perfect choice to have it take our expectations that were already there of yes, Reagan's going to say something, and we kind of get the sense that we know the things that he'll say because we know him as a person.
Yeah, Reagan's and also wise enough to be able to get most of what Mob's going through for the most part, except when Reagan is off his game, like it was in season 2.
Right.
So in this case here, it wasn't whether or not he would say the right things. It was, how far is he going to go? And also, will he be able to make it to Mob? And then they just decide to execute on this with full presentation. The animation goes off. The OP for the first season. We're like, wait, who's the hero at this point?
Yeah.
Wait.
I started straight up thinking like, wait a minute, is this a repeat of the season 1 stuff where this is how he's showing to Mob that there is that like that there's a part of him that doesn't fully want this, right? Because and that's why he's able to actually stop the hand because okay.
Yeah.
But not Reagan.
Proof.
Yeah, see, proof. But no, it's Dimple.
It's
Dimple.
fucking Dimple.
This was like one of those TV infomercials where it's like, but wait, there's more.
But wait,
and it keeps going. But wait. It's just like, okay,
call in right now. No, literally, call in yesterday. Call in.
We're not giving you one of these things. We're not giving you 2 of these things. We're giving you 5 of these things, a free couch, and for $19.99 plus.
Tell your late grandfather to call in right now, from beyond the grave.
It was absolutely beautiful. And then and the fact that the storm went away instantly. Instantly when Reagan told him, I don't have any psychic powers.
Right.
Oh man.
Yeah, it was a confession. He basically was, not afraid of whether or not Mob would reject him or not in this case. And thus he broke through Mob's fear of being incapable of handling this without relying entirely on his psychic powers and only using that part of himself.
Because Reagan also said, "Hey, Dimple,
I got this. Yeah.
Like, I'm so fucking happy.
This was a greatest hits checklist and kind of finale where they hit us with all the little things, and then at the end they gave us a nice little 6 months later kind of thing to showcase that everybody's having their best life now. Everybody's happy. Things are going great. We're not just everybody's complete and stuff like that, but everybody's been moved into positions that make them happy. People are actually going after what they want and are, relying on others to help them get there. The lessons that Mob learned have been passed on to everybody in the cast. And now he's teaching other people how to do what he did. And I'm
it's absolutely pure and perfect and wonderful. And maybe when there's a cat that might be stuck on a telephone pole, you can climb the telephone pole.
You could choose. Be like, I don't necessarily want to use my psychic powers right now.
I've been working to get fit and everything. I'm pretty sure I can climb up there and get it. So I'm going to do it.
This is also one of my favorite things about adolescence stories where, the kid grows up and kind of moves into that middle stage between manhood and, being a child. And you realize that there's a lot of things that you're capable of doing that you're just like, whoa. And that's where a lot of that kind of disillusioned teenager thing comes up of I'm invincible, but it's also the kind of thing where when you see something that's a little bit hard in your mind, you go, wait a minute, no. It's going to take time.
Right.
But it's not necessarily hard. The hard part is up here. I now have a body that's changing and growing to the point where there are things I can do that I couldn't do yesterday. Like that weren't hard, but were actually just not feasible. So it's now it's just hard, which means I just need to commit myself to doing it. And that's kind of what being an adult is all about, is basically looking at a bunch of hard things in front of you and going, all right, well, let's get to work. One thing at a time, break it down nice and simple and just realize that, that's what everybody's dealing with. It's all going to be okay. But you yourself are sufficient. It's just not going to be easy necessarily with a hand wave of psychic powers. It's I'll have to rely on a little bit of my core, a little bit of my legs. I'm going to have the coordination to make sure that I'm not like working against myself as I climb this telephone pole. And at the end of the day, sometimes the effort wasn't necessarily needed because it was okay.
Yep.
But I still did that.
Yeah.
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 It's a great underdog story.
Oh, it's fantastic.
This is now a perfect package to hand deliver to a new anime fan and be like,
here you go. Yeah.
Eat, be happy.
Wait, but weird art style.
No.
Don't worry. Yeah. This
is a good day.
This is a good day.
This is a good day.
And what I love, one of the things that I just absolutely love about this is that the show still, when you think about it, it's not that long a show.
No,
like
3 core.
3 core. Like that's a decent amount of time.
It's longer than most anime, but
longer than most anime. Yeah. But when I think about the journey that I feel like I've gone on with these characters,
it's like a 5-year journey.
The catharsis that I have been able to have from this episode. That's a goddamn bargain. Like it's.
I think it's because like the studio behind this puts so much effort into all the little things. Like even if some people don't like the art style, it's okay. You can be wrong,
right.
But the amount of love and heart that's put into this show shows forth in all these little scenes. We've frozen the frame on specifically the watercolor style little painting bit where Mob was reaching out his hand in that very menacing look there. But it was so beautiful despite it being Mob's in a menacing kind of position here. I was just like, oh my God. Yeah, we did go on a journey. Like this was magical. Like I love this anime so much. And it's probably going to end up being one of those shows where in 10 years people will still look back on it and being like, oh yeah. Do you remember Mob Psycho? Yeah. That was a really unique, just special anime, wasn't it?
Now that it's done, I absolutely, especially, I know I've said this before this season, I so badly want to rewatch this show because then we know exactly where it goes, exactly where it ends. I feel like it's even easier to introduce to people because it's not just the, hey, we've got a season or 2 seasons and those seasons are really good. It's the no. Here is a complete thing. Let's go on a journey. Yeah. Let's go to the body improvement club that is Mob Psycho 100.
Like, doesn't this anime inspire you?
Oh,
Doesn't this anime inspire you? I feel like there's a lot of anime
how could
where,
it not, right?
No, but like I feel like there's stories specifically that inspire you versus like the full package inspires you. Like just the story inspires me. But like the way in which like this is the coming of age story that like I wish I watched this when I was 12, Like
oh, yes.
Like
holy shit.
Like
yeah.
God, this is so good.
Yeah, this is when I think about the shows that I was watching as like a young teen, and like
some of them ended up inspiring you, but it's like
and not to discredit those shows at all.
Right.
A lot of them were very helpful for me in those times when it's the oh God, chaos, puberty, who am I? What's going on, right? They were fantastically helpful. But when I think about how much infinitely order of magnitude better Mob Psycho would have been in that type of situation. Holy shit.
Yeah. Like I love self-acceptance arcs for characters just in general.
Yeah. It's great stuff.
Having the final problem in the story, the final conflict, be about the main character just accepting their entire being, and it coming in a package of a coming of age story. It's so simple, but it's so well executed in this story that it kind of reminds me in a lot of ways how like the one kind of weakness in this show, if you will, is the side characters that are like there to fill in the color and stuff, and they have their iconic kind of bit.
Right.
But the story is primarily about Bob, about Kageyama, about Reagan.
We don't go much into the development of like the individual Body Improvement Club members other than the one guy who is a delinquent that ends up joining them.
Yeah. Right.
It's just they're the Body Improvement Club.
Right, exactly. It's the these different groups that he maybe also, by extension, maybe the show wasn't going this deep into it, but he couldn't truly connect with any of them because he wasn't being truly vulnerable with any of them. So none of them were able to show their true selves fully to him. And thus it's such a special moment when Reagan shows his true self, because it's everyone has another side to themselves. And you maybe only ever saw that side, like that one side that they're willing to show, but it's okay. You don't have to worry about that. Oh wait, it's actually it's totally fine to worry about that, because
that's also normal.
That's normal. That's what he says. Yeah. But I don't know.
Yeah.
That's just something that I just thought of right there.
Yeah.
Because like I don't even know who Body Improvement Club member number 5 is right there with the brown hair.
Hey,
what's his name?
I don't know any of the names of the Body Improvement Club members other than Mr. Delinquent, and even then I'd have to look at our notes to remember.
Right. That's Tenga. Yeah.
That's right.
Exactly.
That's right. Yeah. But
all the ways in which people that are around you that even aren't really people that are as close to you as like Reagan, Ritsu, Dimple, they can still have a profound impact on you, and you can have a profound impact on them, even if you don't show your true self and your full self to them.
Right.
That is something that I've come to realize only probably in the last really over the course of the channel in a lot of ways, in the last 5 or 6 years, that I had this obsession growing up that no one showed their true self to people. So there was an aspect of willful deception going on with just everybody. And it was kind of this big joke that everybody was accepting the lies of other people. And this was my very black and white self as a teen and stuff like that. But over the course of time, I realized but then that means I'm doing the same thing too. So I need to address my whole thing there and show my true self and be more vulnerable. Hence going on a coming of age story and stuff like that. But it's even when you've done that, can you ever really be truly healthily doing that 100% with everybody? No.
Yeah.
Because you can still have meaningful connections even if you're only showing 30% of yourself or 70% of yourself. And people can be meaningfully affected in a very positive way through those connections, even though they're not as vulnerable as the ones that are super close to you. So while Reagan is the one that we knew was going to, be the final thing there, the connection that he had with Ritsu, who also he was showing a decent bit about, but Ritsu needed to also then, in this moment, contextually, be 100% vulnerable and be 100% Ritsu in that moment. We didn't need to have that necessarily from Teru, for instance, Hanazawa. We didn't have to have that necessarily from all the Body Improvement Club members. We didn't even need to have that necessarily with the majority of the characters. Maybe in some ways we had a little bit of that foreshadowed with Dimple in the tree, the broccoli divine tree arc. But,
now that I think about it, actually, that's kind of... Is that the whole point behind the structure of introduce someone as an antagonist so that way you're meeting the darker side of them first, and then after that's resolved, then they can get reintroduced as more the person who they regularly are, right? The other side of them, and so that way you can get that without it needing to be the character arc is what brings you to the status quo, right?
Cool.
rather than needing to be introduced to the status quo and then have some upsetting of it or whatever. But
I like that. That's a fun way to structurally think about how you have antagonists in stories that end up becoming friends,
right, and why that works
and why it works. Yeah. That's a good point.
Like not just as a recycling characters.
Yeah, I think that Mob Psycho as a show does that many, many times, and it's handled really well.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's what they did with Hanazawa. Like, I mean,
It's what they did with Dimple.
It's what they did with Show. Yeah,
Yeah.
Show as well.
Yep.
Wow. Yeah, that's what they did with. Yeah, did you say Sarazawa already?
No.
They did that with Sarazawa too.
Yep.
Yeah, in fact, Sarazawa is one of my most impressive versions of that because of how quickly he was introduced and immediately had that whole arc or character focus.
Right, because
stuff
it's the whole thing
happen.
of you just don't belong in this organization.
Right. We need to rescue you.
Yeah.
Come out of
Let's
here.
get you someplace better.
Yeah, because some people need that immediate intervention in their antagonist kind of state, but it's the
Sometimes it's the internals that need to be worked on. Sometimes it's just you got to get out of that environment.
yeah, exactly.
It's not good for you.
You are literally actively being oppressed in this environment
Right,
here.
it's no.
We'll
Let's
show
fix
you
that.
another thing. Let's fix that. Yeah. But good stuff.
Good stuff.
Great stuff.
And having the show end with Mob laughing freely.
Yeah. I'll have to go back and look because I think there might be only one, if any, points in the show ever where he laughs. And I do think there's a point where he laughs, but I don't remember where it is. And I want to say it's very like
closed mouth laugh.
Yeah, it's the whole stifling I don't want to be
right.
vocal or
Like
anything.
the chuckle that you didn't expect,
Right, and it's something even portrayed really well in the art style of the show, given that Mob has the blank expression here. Oh no, you know what it might be?
What?
You know what it might be a callback to? In episode 3, Dimple at the Colt had them do the milk game where they tried to make people laugh. Oh. And that was the whole thing. He was trying to make people smile, right? But Mob was so, had so repressed himself, basically.
He just didn't.
He just didn't.
Yeah.
And so
right, and
Dimple ends up mocking him in that respect that he's like, you don't have any real emotions. You actually can't.
Yeah, that's right.
So
and the way it's set up is is also just the no, he's powerful psychic, all that stuff. Your technique is useless against
he's
me.
Rule of cool, yeah.
Right. But no, it's actually now this specifically, you chose probably the worst possible attack that you could.
Right, but it's the thing that eventually he then uses as a barbed attack against Mob to be like, see, this is why you'll never have any real friends or connections,
right.
Because you don't have any real emotions. And we, knew that was kind of a thing with the way that Mob's, explosion buildup was, happening and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not as much in the first time we were watching it, season 1, but that moment there was to point that out. But now having it be we don't need any percentages anymore. He's 100% Kageyama Shigeo, and thus, if he's going to release some emotions, be it the crying after being rejected, because that hurt. That hurt. He had built up a lot of stuff for that, and then the laughter of, oh hell yeah, someone psychically set up Reagan to trip into a cake there after he had a little bit of a miss up there. That was great. That's all I have to say.
Tell all your friends.
Tell your friends to watch
Mob
this
Psycho
show.
100 because this show is absolutely beautiful and wonderful, and yet I feel like it needs that helping hand because of the art style. I feel like a lot of people aren't just gonna watch this show casually, on a whim, right? Without some solid recommendations and maybe the offer to watch it with them.
Yeah. But y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next show's episode's reaction right now, which poll should be either ongoing or done at this point, so I don't know what won yet, But go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get on early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general, and also be sure to check out our Twitch channel.
We stream every weekday. The info's in the description.
Yeah, so if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.